The man who can't wait to get out of bed in the morning, get to work, and get back to doing the job is a happy person who's on a permanent vacation. The person who hates going to work every day won't suffer much more in hell. But I loved what I was doing. Work was always so much fun that I felt as if I was cheating by getting paid for doing it. And I still write code for fun once in a while. I will admit, though, that being able to go anywhere I want anytime I want, without having to worry about whether I have to be in the office tomorrow, is a bit liberating. If I don't get it done today, I'll get it done tomorrow. No more hurry up and finish by Sunday night, or it'll have to wait until next weekend. For the first 18 to 23 years of our lives, we are all told exactly what to do, where to go, and what time to be there. We're under surveillance from our parents and forced to attend events, such as school every day whether we want to or not. These 18 to 23 years is the first quarter of a lifetime, which means that the remaining life of a person is already conditioned to follow directions given to things we don't want to do, and attend schedules that we don't like, but we think we have to do because it's bred into us. On top of that, being told what to do for 20 years makes us confused adults when we enter the real world and no one is holding our hands anymore. It goes from here, do this homework, it's due next week, to you don't know what you want to do with your life. Better figure it out before you turn 30. This makes a lot of people panic and confused because they don't know what to do. It's the first time in their lives that they've had to think for themselves. This fear is what I think drives people to 9-to-5 jobs. They fear change and failure, so instead of taking a risk following what they love, they decide to follow the beaten path. Go to school, get a job, buy a house, and make a family. They fear rejection from peers or loved ones, so they don't want to take a risk that will make them look abnormal or as if they don't know what they're doing, which in all respect no one knows what they're doing in life. We're all just flying monkeys in space. When you are working a 9-to-5 job, you also don't have to worry about the health of the company because you can always change your job. You also get sufficient money as a salary to live a decent life and take care of your family. The real problem with a 9-to-5 job is that almost everyone you see around you has it. Hence, you don't feel special being an employee as you have nothing great to boast of. You have been conditioned to believe that you are a special person who deserves something special in this world. Hence, you feel ordinary and common doing the same thing over and over again and get bored. Many people leave their jobs and start their own company or business to get rid of this routine. However, most of them end up making their life worse rather than better for the following reasons. Startup businesses fail within the first 18 months. Thus, 80% of new entrepreneurs lose all their savings, get burdened by debt, and then back to 9-to-5 jobs soon. When you start your business, you have to work 12 to 14 hours a day for almost 7 days a week. Even when you are not going to the office, you are working from home. You have to worry about cash flow, office rent, competitors, and employees all the time. You have to worry about the legal compliance of your company and managing tax payments, etc. If you decide to follow your passion and choose to become a writer, painter, singer, actor, musician, etc., you struggle for earning your bread and butter until you reach the top. Don't get fooled by the success of a few in these fields by listening to the interviews of those who have made it to the top. For every successful person in the glamorous profession, there are hundreds who are struggling with life in these areas. Learn to appreciate and value what you have rather than running after illusions and making your life miserable. Instead of thinking that you are stuck in your job for the rest of your life, realize that your living is assured for life thanks to your job. Here are the actionable steps to start living your life the way you want to. 1. Spend less than you make. 2. Get out of debt. 3. Start a side business doing what you know about. Create it with the intention of finding clients and customers, but hiring someone else to do the work for you but at a lower hourly wage. 4. Find a job that doesn't feel like work. This will not only leave you untaxed but usually in a better mood as well. There are a lot of jobs like this, but sometimes they don't pay as much. However, at this job, you will also be able to work on your business. For instance, a security guard in a guard shack by yourself. Most of the time you are working, you actually can be working on your business, but getting paid hourly on top. 5. Pick a job that has a swing shift. This will allow you to skip all of the traffic that a 9-to-5 job is prone to. Every day you will be able to either sleep in or get up early. No use for an alarm clock unless you want to. Have your coffee as you watch everyone scramble off to work while you smile and wave. Learn and master skills that you always desired to learn with your free time. Once your business is becoming large enough, either quit your job or keep working because it is such an easy job that it feels like free extra money. Anything is worth it if it becomes a bridge to get you where you want to go. Some very successful people will say that there is nothing wrong with a 9-to-5 if you use it as a bridge to build something better. Not to mention, reality says, There will be no social security for us at retirement, so why wait and expect it? Instead, I choose to do something about it. Take our chance at retirement into our hands. Live life fully, leave something for our kids. A legacy. And get out of this 9 to 5. Nothing will change for us if we don't try, but we have a shot. A much better shot at a life we want, on our terms. If we do,